Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Introduction to Macroeconomics at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of feedback on the chapters 11 and 12 activities that I finished grading this morning. And then I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up due for the chapters 13 and 14 activities. Alright, so the first thing is, like I said, I did finish grading the chapters 11 and 12 activities this morning. Most of you did very well on those activities, and like I always tell you, I really appreciate those of you that are taking the time and putting in the effort to doing the work for this class. I really appreciate it. Now, I did notice on the chapters 11 and 12 assignment that a couple of you violated the academic integrity policy by sharing your work with each other and submitting basically the same answers to the questions on the assignment, basically the same words being used on both. Just as a reminder, it is not permissible to share work in this class and basically submit the same work as another student in the class using the same wording. That is not okay. That violates the academic integrity policy. It's just the same violation basically as directly copying from a textbook or from some other source like a online source of some kind. That's also a violation of the academic integrity policy. So make sure that when you're answering the questions for the assignments for this class, make sure that you're using your own words. The proper procedure here is to, read through the textbook, the assigned textbook chapters, watch the assigned videos, and look at any other online resources that may help you to better understand the concepts that are presented in the chapters, and then take all that information and put it into your own words when answering the questions. Okay? And most of you are doing this. Most of you are actually, doing very, very well with that. But there are some of you that need to make sure for future assignments that you are abiding by that academic integrity policy and not violating it by sharing work or using someone else's words as your own. Okay? If you have questions about that, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have about that. But I just thought I'd point that out since I did notice that on this particular assignment. All right? All right. The discussion that we had for chapters 11 and 12 that dealt with employment agreements and layoffs, I thought that went really well. I really appreciate everyone's participation on the discussion. I definitely enjoyed reading everyone's comments. So keep up the good work on that. On the chapters 11 and 12 test, most of you did well on that, but just as a reminder, remember you can take those tests as many times as you want to up until the due date, and your highest grade is automatically recorded. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so that brings us to what we've got coming up due for our next set of activities. So if we look at week 9 of the semester, that's the week that we're on right now. And we just had our chapters 11 and 12 work due last night, Sunday, last night. We don't have anything else due this week, but we do have work due during next week, specifically Wednesday, October 25th. Okay? So even though there's nothing else due this week, you should still be starting to work on the next set of activities, which are due the middle of next week. All right? So we've got the chapters 13 and 14 assignment, test, and discussion all due by Wednesday of next week, which is October 25th. Okay? Chapter 13 covers the functions and properties of money, the banking system, and the Federal Reserve. Okay? And then chapter 14 covers the money supply, how banks work, how banks create money, and the Federal Reserve's control of the money supply. Okay? And just as I've reminded you about for previous activities, you should use all the learning resources that are available to you, including your textbook, the related videos, PowerPoint slides, to study the concepts from these chapters and to complete your activities. All right? So just kind of keep that in mind. If you have questions as you're working through the chapters 13 and 14 activities, just let me know and I'll be glad to help you in any way that I can. And that really is all I have for you for today. So enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. And I will probably talk to you again sometime later next week. Thank you.